Okay. Starting up Amnesia. Once again, this is a first playthrough and a blind playthrough. I know nothing, almost nothing about this game other than you're a scary game and you're, I think, trapped in a castle. Let's jump in and let's play. And I may have to play with the volume a little bit here and there, as per usual. Let's here. I think this particular music is louder than what it actually is in game. So let's just start a new game and jump right in. Normal.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair.
That actually does look a little loud. Let me bump that down a little bit.
What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
I believe this is 2010. So yeah, it does look a little bit old, right? Like the text and stuff. I believe these are the same people who did Soma, and I really liked Soma. But this is one of their earlier games. A memento has been added to the journal. For quick access to your mementos, press M. Make sure to check these whenever you get stuck. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. Okay. Yeah. So we can jump. Crouch. I don't seem to be able to sprint or anything. What the heck is happening? I'm like going down. We should put on one of these suits of armor. Can't see my legs in this game. Hey. I assume we'll need these tinder boxes. Goes up the stairs.
Hey there, need a date?
Hey, Terry. Eyes itch. Another tinder box. We're loading up. Look at this. He's Superman. I need a flashlight. Although this is a castle, I guess I don't necessarily know what year this is. Sweet. We'll take this as our defense. hearing those footprints? Or the footsteps? A broom will protect us. No, grab it. Hold it way out in front. Oh, I knocked its head off. Tinder boxes are used to light candles and other light sources in the environment. Okay. Oh. Health, all is good. Sanity, a slight headache, huh? I got my journals, my diaries, my mementos. Is it one? Okay, this is a slight headache. I feel like everything's going fuzzy. Come back with me, buddy. Oh no, I think our broom's stuck. Okay, we'll take his cousin, Gloom. Hang out right there. Oh. 3. So yeah, it's one tinder box per light source, I guess. Beware, when standing in darkness, your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights in the environment using tinder boxes or search for other sources of light. Oh. My guy is very afraid of the dark. Wish I could carry a torch. Can't bring the broom with us. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople, which was Istanbul, and now it's Constantinople. Exactly. I feel like you should be able to just pull this torch out of the sconce. Like, work it up through there. Witnessing unsettling events will reduce your sanity. It can be increased by completing puzzles and making progress. Okay, well, I should just stop witnessing unsettling events. I don't want to waste all my tinder boxes. Step on the bugs. Yeah, just don't witness them. Hey, as long as nobody tries to cut my penis off or lick my face, I think we're good in this game. Something behind us. Come here. Give me that. Got a lantern. Heck yeah, when filled with oil, it can be burned. You have 5 tinder boxes. Oil. Used to keep the lantern light. When it runs out, the lantern can no longer be used. Okay. Wonder where I get more oil.
So long, Bowser!
More oil.
Hey there, need a date?
Hey Joffrey, how's it going? Tinder box. And a rug. I'll use up all my oil first chance. Can't turn. It's forcing my look back to the thing. Yep, more spooky games. This is made by the same people that did Soma. This is just one of their earlier games from 2010, I believe. So it looks a little bit older, but open up.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brennenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Oh, it looks like Daniel. Oh, I miss him so much. Whoa. Daniel, my brother, traveling to Dover, meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit, avoid sense. I should have sung this loading screen thing. And hold down left shift. Okay, left there. Now we're running. I felt like it wasn't faster before. Oh, you didn't want to sleep anyway? Maybe this game, like, I don't know. Will it be as much of a mind effort?
Inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Huh. And before we go down there, let's take a look around. Hang on. We can't trust anything in this place. The reality is slipping. Won't be for yeah. You know what? You got time. Got time before this thing melts your brain. Go back to the archives. Okay. So walled off. Oh, hello. Alright, all is good, crystal clear. Fill up our lantern. These things are strong. Smash this bug. It's invincible. Well. Okay. I wonder if that happens to that other door. Maybe you can't go this down, or can't go down this way. The only way is back to the left. Oh, no, you can. It's just blocked by, once again, one of those things. Okay. It is tough and pliant. Can't be torn by hand or tools. Okay. The bug swing was nauseating, my bad. I'm sorry about that. No lantern stuff or oil or tinder boxes under there. That's okay. Down here it is. Laboratory. The door slammed shut behind him, and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. Get over to a light source. Head is pounding and hands are shaking. Knees weak, arms heavy, palms spaghetti. Have to get healthier. Really walking in all this darkness killing me right now? Okay, that seems better. The lack of a chimney to properly vent the fumes from my most recent experiments has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. Okay. Oil. Fill up our lantern.
There should be more cuprite.
Cuprite.
Let me see. And 1 part aquafortis.
Cuprite and aquafortis. Okay, that sounds like a restore mana potion, but, you know. Picked up a chemistry pot. Early alchemy experiment. This is my 3rd attempt to produce artificial vitae. The former compounds lacked the potency I need, but I sense I'm close. Calamine and orpiment are a given, and the cuprite binds them well. This time I will attempt aqua regia instead of aquafortis, in hope that it will produce a more even solution. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. What can I do with the chemistry vial? A pot to contain mixtures of all sorts. Okay. I got some sanity back. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. I need the key to the wine cellar. Still blocked, okay. Perhaps I missed the key in the laboratory. Okay, got those. No diaries are available. And my mementos. Find the key for the wine cellar. Evidence in the laboratory has revealed that combining 4 chemicals can create a powerful acid. Chemical ingredients have been moved from library to the wine cellar. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? Oh. I need to create this powerful acid. I gotta find the key, get into the wine cellar, create an acid. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden, in fear she too would be punished. Hey Misfits, how you doing? Oh, is it in here? No, it's just a tinder box. I don't want to use up too much of my oil. Hawaii Wi-Fi. Pain. Hope it's not too bad. Can I open drawers? Yeah, there you go. One day I will return. If it wasn't for the thought of you, my love, I wouldn't be able to go on. When I find myself doing terrible things, I take comfort in you. As long as I am able to think of you and long for a life together, I know I'm better than the others. I weep for them, they lust for power without restraint, where I only crave a fair judgment and safe return. Interesting. Oops. I'm still the same thing. Can I break these boxes? No? Can I make a stairs? Oops, I didn't mean to throw that one. Oh. Okay. Oh no. Any keys up here? Doesn't seem like it. Oh. Mix the 4 different chemicals here. Bum, 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 bum. 4 different chemicals. Oh, my bit rate? My bit rate's at 4K. 4,000, I believe. Is it a little, pixely? Let me double check. Double check that for you. I use Streamlabs OBS, and a lot of times I do like recommended setting for what they do, but I do software encoder. I do the scaled, and my base resolution is 1920 by 1080, and I do the scale one 1280 by 720, and do 60 FPS. I think this is 60 FPS, 1080p, and 3500 bitrate. You're welcome. Alright, doesn't seem like there's much else to do in here until I get the chemicals. But I need the key. I need the key. Do what I can to move them to the wine cellar. Another tinder box. Loaded on tinder boxes. Do these fit in here? No. Probably something I actually need to pick up. Okay. How much? Oh, this is like right at the beginning. I don't think I've even solved the first puzzle. I have to get the key for the wine cellar. It seems like it's one of the first things I gotta do. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with the neglect of family. Alright, let's double check our tracks.
there! Need a date?
Hey, Terry. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes, and he received a first kick. Oh, we read this one before. Ah, we have not been here. Perhaps there's a key up here. Library. Rare books. I have to throw a chair at something.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Okay. Can't get inside the chimney this one. Throw your trophy up here, though. Alright, we heard footsteps over here, so we're bringing the chair. Who's ready? Who's ready to get a taste? Alright, that's a big scary room, so let's go look at this other spot first. Wilhelm's contract. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services to at the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. May no man break this seal. Wilhelm, House of Garrick. What's my oil looking like? Making noises over there.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
Oh, frick. Okay. A whole nother wing of the house. Oops. Alright, I didn't mean to break your egg structure. Or not egg structure, but the egg, sculpture. Picked up oil. What the? I'm going through the drawers. Won't open, it's locked. The local history. What was that? Our sanity. Head is pounding and hands are shaking, so I think we're losing some sanity here. I should probably start. I got lots of tinder boxes. Should probably start lighting some candles, kind of like checkpoints. Is there one to light around here? Right there. Put your scrolls everywhere. Excuse me. Oh.
17th May, 1839. After pounding the unforgiving stone wall for what seemed like an eternity, I realized it was hopeless. I was trapped. I fell to the ground, gasping for air, trying to focus. That's when I saw a faint blue shimmer. My weakened body was heavy to carry, but I managed to push myself toward the enchanting light.
Can I go off path?
It was waiting for me. Enclosed in dark nothingness,
Can't go
I
that
felt
far.
myself drawn to the mystic light. I reached out, closing it in my hands. The faint glow escaped my fingers and began to spark brightly and spirit me away, unlocking alien memories of spiraling towers, endless deserts, and impossible geometry. The next thing I can remember is the grating sound of stone being lifted, the voices of the Arabs pulling me to safety, and grasped firmly in my hands was the broken pieces of a most peculiar relic.
Most peculiar indeed. Oh, I can't go back. But not breakable by hand. I feel like I just did that though.
castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs.
So long, Bowser!
Here and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Let's get the servants working on it. Wow. Playing piano. Can't sit here and do that anymore, huh? Closing it. Stomping on it.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Yeah, give me that note. Alstadt and Brennenburg Castle, 1801. Another region rich with lore is Alstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries, there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. The quiet, forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as it can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks, dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, visited Alstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day, he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? And then the immortal Baron. The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby. Alstadt, and like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the west over 300 years ago. lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle, along with the great leaders of this country. Make it up and out. Do. Kingdom of Prussia, Central Prussia. It's locked. Hang on, box into it. I light this whole place up. My little light sanctuary. That book was looking suspicious. That opened something somewhere around here? Oh. There's multiple books. There we go. We did it. Oh, the wine cellar key. That's scary. Puzzle master, that's right. I get some sanity back for solving that puzzle. Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research long enough with their absent-minded handling of the human vessels. The sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would in a sense solve both of my problems. something busted this door right open. To the vine cellar. It won't budge. Hey you. Where you going, Holmes? This is not the way out. I didn't find part 3 of the note. Okay. Thought it was gonna be one of those things where you get grabbed from behind. A handful of sand trickled from the crumbling stone ceiling and pushed down on the brim of his hat. He braced himself as the cavern suddenly shifted, and I missed the last word. Ow. Am I hurting? All is good. Head is pounding. Okay. Oh, use the key on the door, huh? The stone slab looked like a safety measure. It wasn't meant to be something. I missed it. They really should have like a confirm option. We're ready to go. Beware standing in darkness. Your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights in the environment using tinder boxes or search for other sources of light. Okay.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Bad, you're locked in here. An enemy. Oh shit. If an enemy's near, stay out of sight and turn off your lantern. It's like we're about to start running into enemies. Ton of wine in here. They were having a party. Actually, maybe not. There's still a ton of wine in here. They didn't have much of a party. Okay, we got orpiment. Probably one of the 4 chemicals we need. And like orpiment and kablibla and shblibbly-dop and all that stuff. Break your wine. Make all these shells. I wonder if, like, putting up the lantern takes some of your oil. That's a dinky little light.
What's happening? Oh. like my chest is going to burst.
Sounds like it
My
did.
God! Wilhelm, do something!
Do something's Wilhelm.
We're not getting out of here.
How can you say that? Alexander, you piece of shit! Let us out of here!
Ugh, that's a cough. Got choke. Aqua Regia. Wilhelm's last words. My name is Wilhelm, House of Garrick. These are my final words, my confession and testament. 2 years ago, I was summoned to the castle Brennenburg. As most of the aristocracy, I was curious about what
Behold
this...
the famous Markel the Great. Hi, how are you? Nice to see you.
That's exactly right. I was curious about what this supposed knight of the order could want from me and accepted the invitation. The Baron was friendly and offered me a proposition. It dawned on me that the nature of the contract was sordid and that the reason I was chosen was because of the follies of my past and not the honors I've been rewarded with during my time as a soldier. I was to kidnap healthy humans upon his slightest whim and do so without asking questions. In return, he would attest to my character at the royal court, advancing my position within noble society. I would like to claim that I struggled with my decision, but it came swiftly and I accepted wholeheartedly. Ever since that day, I've brought men, women, and children to Brennenburg. I can't remember the numbers, but there were many, perhaps even 100, none of whom were ever seen or heard from again. Well, sorry, Wilhelm, come on, dude. You're the one who accepted wholeheartedly, you shouldn't do that. Tonight, the Baron invited me and my men down to the wine cellar to celebrate our work. I had my suspicions as we descended the stairs, but he insisted and joined us in a toast. The wine tasted fine and my men drank without restraint. So begins the punishment for our sins. The Baron has locked us up and returned upstairs. Forgive me for what I have done. I was weak and fell into his diabolic ways. My men are screaming. Their skin has been pierced by their own tangled bones. I feel my insides revolt against their God-given nature. Blood has begun to pour from my eyes, and I can no longer... We got the Aqua Regia. This barrel contains less than a half lantern's worth of oil. No oil left, huh? Oh, a hammer. Hammer stuff. I'm good at fixing things. That's how you blacksmith in World of Warcraft. You just go, oh, and here's your extremely rare, awesome piece of armor. Good start here. Rude. Does it break barrels? No? Make sure there's no hidden tinder boxes under here or something. Who's out here shutting doors on me? Okay, I've got 2 chemicals, but I've been in all these rooms. Must be missing them. All right. Oh, we just need one more actually. I got Orpiment, Aqua Regia, and my Cuprite. Stanley Cuprite. Famous director, right?
Is anyone there?
Hello, is anyone there? Wine, barrel, tools. Here? This is the room that shut the door on me. Oh, I can't like turn it up the right way to make it saw stuff. It was kind of making a sawing sound, that's why I thought you could saw stuff with it. Oh, some of these barrels seem broken. Oh, where'd it go? That barrel crossed into the 8th dimension. We did grab stuff from over here. And stop with the footsteps that are like right next to me. We came in this way. We didn't look over here, I don't think. Oh. Yeah, there you go. A lot of them. Back here, buddy boy. To increase your health. Does that increase like one of the bottles on top of one of the barrels? Oh. Let me go take a look. I'm wondering, does this increase like my max health, or is it just like a healing potion? See, and the hammer. Didn't see any in here, but I have been throwing these barrels around. Maybe it dropped. Oh, it was the hammer. Okay. Oh. Dropped when I was out here throwing barrels around. And we got bonked on the head. Few cuts and bruises. Let's drink our laudanum. No oil left in the barrel. Climb up. Doesn't seem like there's anything up here. Pull it out. Get it from the bottom. There we go. This guy's strong. Or at least stronger than other video game characters. Or this will just mean a dead end. Alright, we made it out. That scary thing still here? It became impossible to avoid. The commotion in the streets begged for his attention. As he opened the shutters, the French soldiers opened fire on the two young men fighting back. Their voices were silenced in a haze of gun smoke. Oh. Ow. Always getting punched by stuff. After enduring 3 days in Algiers, a sailboat was finally arranged to take him across the Mediterranean Sea to Gibraltar. Having reached British territory, it was just a matter of reserving a cabin on SS Hortensia, headed for London. London. Oh, apparently can't drop that far. Alright. Back in our safe, more well-lit area. What? Oh, they are getting used. It's just going to the right ones. I got a C, so I'll take care of this for us. To be a container below the contraption. Whoops. Well. I mean, what else? What are you going to need in life? The ability to do chemistry or skeeting hunters all day. And leveling chargers and crowning witches. I mean, one skill is way more useful than the other, and I think we know what we're talking about. Can I just pick any container? I hope it wasn't something I dropped down the hole. All these have stoppers on them. Oh, I did find Diary 3. Wilhelm. Did I pick up a chemical? Oh, you're right, the chemistry pot. Thank you for the reminder. Pot of acid. Stairs broke. Make it through here. That's right, who needs them? Alright, what did our notes say? I took a note of something. The stairs have collapsed. Find a way to climb back up. Use objects to reach hard to reach places. I figured. Let's say use barrels. Well, easy enough. I just got a plank sitting over here. The cloth smelled of desert and damp musk. The pieces lay scrambled on top. Too many of them, he thought, or perhaps too few. I'm getting punched by this red stuff again. It's everywhere. Here, there, and everywhere. Here, there. Don't hit the B square. Pour a little bit of acid on you. And not use this item this way. What? Okay, maybe I can't use it on this one. To the refinery. Achievement unlocked. Alchemist. That's me. He sat down by the Casbah wall, gasping for air. I didn't read the rest of it.
It sure is dark in here.
Yes, and there's a good reason for it. But you can light the lamp now if you wish.
PC too good, yeah.
What's the reason? For the darkness, that is.
Stay close. Be careful not to stray.
What's the reason? Why is it so dark?
Pay attention, Daniel. It's important that you keep going straight and make sure not to stray.
Careful when enemies are near. Crouching in the darkness makes you a lot harder to spot. Oh shit, this guy's not disappearing. I think we got a real enemy finally. We got some Got some booty buns right there. He's thick as hell. Huh. Oh yeah, a slight headache, a few cuts and bruises on our health. He's disappeared, okay. Find a little light in here. A little oil, fill that lantern. I love my lantern. You won't hear us breaking bottles, will he? Can be our little light room. We got some more laudanum.
22nd of June,
Oh.
1839.
Hey, Grand Duke.
It's been more than a month since my last entry. After the event inside the underground chamber in Algeria, Professor Herbert insisted I return to England. He said he didn't want to risk forfeiting the entire expedition lest I took a turn for the worse. An excessive decision, in retrospect. But I'm glad it turned out that way. I found my journal this morning in the haphazard collection of things brought home from Africa. Next to it lay the broken stone orb wrapped in cloth. I tried to assemble it, but couldn't. The pieces wouldn't fit together, as if they weren't from the same object. Could I have imagined it all? Was there ever a complete orb?
Could you have amnesia? Ooh, the weirdest experience. Do tell. The naming of the fruit or the color? I feel like I've looked this up before. I thought the fruit was first. No? Oh, now I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. Or maybe it was the... Maybe it was... I think maybe the place was first, you know?
25th of June, 1839. I feel the need to continue this journal, even though it was intended for my journey to Africa. This must be something very important. I just know it. I've taken it upon myself to piece the orb back together, but it's been more difficult than one might think. The pieces are behaving strangely. They seem to change color, shape, and texture, but ever so slightly. Yesterday, I took careful measurements and notated any significant markings. Today, I confirmed my suspicions. They were changing. I was terrified and rushed off to see the finest geologist in London, Sir William Smith. I approached the subject with care, and we discussed how rocks change form. He told me about the nature of glass, how it eventually collapses on itself, like ice slowly melting over the course of centuries. Smith eased my mind a bit, but I can't escape the feeling that these shards have otherworldly properties.
That is weird. Oh. Sanity is dangerously low. ... Yeah, that is bizarre, Grand Duke. Feed me. Ow. Owen referred to the fruits. Okay. Ooh. The lantern's now fully refilled. Something is clogging the crank in the pulley contraption. Quit clogging it, I need it. Hey everybody, I have a new... I have somebody in love with me. His name's Grand Duke. Oh, I know. That is very weird. These things keep popping. A wound is bleeding quite badly. Well, let's drink some laudanum. This is the love club. Okay. Let's go find out what's interfering with that pulley system. I think I saw... Okay, there is a torch. Are there torches in here? Let's light some torches while we're in here. More tinder boxes. For tangerines. Well, you know, I do really like those tangerines, the little cuties. I should have named myself K Cutie Ford. It would have been essentially the same name, because I mean, right here, it's the same exact thing. Looks like this is the jam. Can't get a firm grip on it from here. About here. There we go. Maybe he thought he was being funny and it was just coming off as a awkward, creepy joke. I'm gonna not get these things popped at me. Alright, the cellar archives. He crashed through the surface. The dark Atlantic water smothered him as he struggled to make sense of the situation. Something in the water. Like a ghost. No. I don't see anything. Yeah. Sure you don't. I wish this was like Oblivion where you could like get objects stuck in the air and just like jump on them. Oh, you love this game. Have you played this game before? Yeah. Heavy gate, huh? Man, this guy moved boulders. Oh, a few times, huh? That's cool. You can help me if I get stuck. Parkour. Oh, a skull. If we give this skull to our Minotaur, he'll get extra attack damage. That's a Legend of Grimrock reference. Oh, they're making a new Amnesia? Oh, get on. Comes out on the 20th. Like the 20th of this month? Oh, wow. That's cool. Must be an opening mechanism. I don't see an opening mechanism. The new Doom Eternal campaign. You know what I watched for the first time last night was the trailer for the dance trailer for it's titled Dance, but it's for the Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. And it looked very good and very exciting. And then I got very depressed when the release date said December 31st, 2021. Oh man, I want it now. Lantern's getting low. Maybe this opening mechanism is back in the room that I didn't go in. That might just be the release date that it says, because they may have just said the release is 2021, so the website that... Because I was looking at it on Good Old Games, so they just set it to the last day of 2021, because theoretically it could come out as late as that, you know? Oh, I didn't pull this lever when I was here? Pull it up. There we are. On the blocks. The torso. Throw a torso at it. Yeah. Here. Hey, need a hand? Oh. Alright, new twist. It's locked with a simple lock. Strong surgical needle. Can we use that on it? Heck yeah, we can. Oh. Something large brushed up against his leg, and he felt himself being dragged along by the current of the beast. And I missed the rest of it. We're moving, boys. Felt himself being hoisted out of the ocean. The lacquered hull of SS Hortensia glittered in the soothing, warm yellow light of a setting sun. He turned his head to the calm ocean, reaching toward the coast of Portugal, and thought, is this another dream? Heck yeah. We got the achievement Escape Artist. I escaped the creature in the water. Nice. I don't even know what it was. It's a baby. This is what newborns do all the time. They just vomit everywhere. This looks like, oh, this looks like the fish from that one Sega game. What's that one called? That old Sega game where you like raise a fish. It'd drive me nuts. What is it? Sega fish game. Seaman. Seaman. Look up Seaman for the Sega, and that's exactly it. Yeah, but try not to make a typo. Oh no, it's spelled the same way. No, actually, no, it's not. It's Seaman. Oh, it's a Gyarados. You're right.
You have an ascending room. Will it take us to the inner sanctum?
It will definitely take care of the vertical part of our journey. So, you have ridden an elevator before?
Yes, the Colosseum at Regent's Park has one. It takes you to the gallery where you can view the panorama.
Good. This ride might be a little longer, and in the other direction.
Okay. Still not working. Lighting all these around this thing will do anything? No? Okay. To the machine room. I don't want to waste more tinder boxes by lighting the rest of the candles around that lion, so we'll not do that. A few cuts and bruises, but we're crystal clear. Our sanity is all there with us. Eagle at the study. Or the guest room. Let's go to the guest room. Herbert's trunk was wrapped in rope. The lock had been broken by thieves, he assumed. He wondered if anything had been left, considering all the hands it had passed.
My journal is gone. What would they want with my journal?
journal.
July 1839. I received a letter today from the Algerian governor's office disclosing the fate of Herbert's expedition. About a week after my departure, Abdullah, one of the men traveling with us, returned from the desert. He was badly injured, as if maimed by a lion. The man rambled deliriously about the expedition being attacked by something horrible. The French quickly dispatched a search party to look for the expedition. After searching for days, they found the camp abandoned without any trace of Herbert or his men. Tomorrow, I'll retrieve the things they recovered from Herbert's tent at the customs house. I don't know what to make of it, but I'm worried for him.
Or Abdullah. Oh, rip that drawer right out. This was Daniel's room.
Daniel?
What?
Still having nightmares, I see.
Yes, I can't shake them. They come every night.
We'll put a stop to them. You'll see.
Got a crowbar.
3rd of July, 1839. Today I picked up Herbert's things at the customs house. I dug through the trove of documents he had carried and found a log detailing the expedition. The nature of this text ranged from quick notes to colourful accounts of transpired events. I skimmed the pages, trying to figure out what might have happened. May 17th, the day I was trapped inside the orb chamber, Herbert dryly states, "Recovered Daniel after 1 hour of entrapment." This confused me greatly. I was suffocating within minutes. How could I have lasted an hour? I continued reading the peculiar text. Herbert states his facts without judgment or passion, but suddenly I could read frustration into his text. He pushed his men to investigate the underground tomb, an effort which seems to have strained the minds of his men. Madness spread through the ranks, and Herbert had to take some extreme measures to continue. He finally visits the chamber himself, where he retrieves the orb to the surface. His account confuses me greatly. If he has the orb, what are those pieces in my drawing room?
Right. We thought Daniel had the orb this whole time. A tool allowing great leverage. And I will strike down upon thee with great leverage and furious anger. The door is stuck to due to a broken lock. Good thing we got the ultimate skeleton key right here.
The key. Please, let it be here. 4th of July, 1839. It's done. The orb is assembled. I was awakened by an exhausting nightmare. Shaking and sweating, I retired to the drawing room with a cup of tea. The relic pieces lay spread across the table as I'd left them, but somehow I knew how it was supposed to be. I fetched the tar, which I had prepared to fix the pieces together, and without fault I joined them, producing the orb I remembered so clearly. The tar proved unnecessary. It was pushed out from the joining pieces as they merged on their own, with no adhesive.
Well, we gotta be careful,
The
buddy.
relic now rests on my table. Its immaculate surface and perfect shape could have been molded by a factory. This is all too strange.
I don't know, at what point do you recognize you're dealing with some sort of magical artifact that you just throw away? fucking god. Are you kidding me, dude? Through the Book of Monarchs, looking for etchings, and counted 9 different kings from all over Europe. Oh my gosh. Go down to the storage area. Sir William Smith had been marked. There was no way for him to know that the young man from the other day cast such a terrible shadow. That thing looked like a mind flayer or something. It's the first enemy that actually attacked us, I guess, except for the thing in the water. I don't know if I've been lucky or what, but other things have just kind of disappeared. Head pounding, hands shaking. Head is pounding, hands are shaking. My love is yours for the taking. Knees weak, arms heavy. Vomit on the shirt, mom spaghetti. Wonder if there's a noise factor as far as sprinting and stuff is concerned. Box, laudanum. Oh. Treasure indeed. I'm relying way too much on the on my lantern and not enough on several different candles. Drag one on top of another. Can't assemble the drill yet. Don't even quite know what I need the drill for, but obviously if they're giving you drill parts, you need it. I needed to hammer a nail, that's right. Small carpenter's drill. Looks like we can drill something with that. Where's Big Boy? Right. That used to be a thing. Bloodletting. You cut a wound, you know, let him bleed out a little bit. bleed the disease out. That's what we're gonna do here. Our sanity is a problem, so all we got to do is drill a hole in our head and let some of the insanity out. Let some of the insanity out. I don't even know if this is the solution, but I don't think it is. It's not working. Not like a drill thing we can use on that. Okay. Probably downstairs where I was. I was just trying to avoid the monster. Then bunny hop. Let's see. I wonder if that's the same monster that was in our guest room. And I don't think I ever went into the study. Oh no, wait, maybe I did. He panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine cabinet had been overturned and laid collapsed on the floor. He reached through the broken glass door and grabbed all the sedatives he could find. Oh. Letter regarding the discovery of an orb. To my most trusted student and friend, Johann Weyer. The most remarkable thing happened as I was traveling through the Prussian woods this summer. I finally found one of the orbs I have been looking for the last 20-odd years. It is as inexplicable as the Heliodromus described in the Hortus Conclusus. It was as it was told about an underground Mithraic temple crowned with an unearthly artifact. The orb was big enough to fill my cupped hands, and the texture was smoothed and jagged, its color washed while rich. Contrast is not enough to describe its nature. It was an impossibility, an artificial paradox captured within stone. I was staying in a nearby village called Alstadt, investigating one of the antiquated trails when I finally found the cavern. I went inside and suddenly I could verify the truth of these enigmatic artifacts. They were real. As you can understand, this is the most important discovery of my life, but it has also become my greatest fear. As I entered the underground chamber, I could feel that I was trespassing. Mithraism, also known as the Mithraic Mysteries, was a Roman mystery religion centered on the god Mithras. A Sherlock Holmes game, okay. Because of my curiosity, I did my best to fight these instincts and fetch the orb from its place. I scrambled out of the chamber and into the woods. I could sense something was following me. It bayed loudly as it closed in. This beast, this guardian of the orb, was relentless in its pursuit. I made my way to a nearby ravine where I stumbled upon some men fishing in the lake. I tried to warn them as I passed, but fortunately they remained as I continued my escape. When I heard their cry of pain echo through the valley, I felt such a tremendous sense of relief, thinking I would be spared. Oh, no. The guardian of the orb. Suddenly a blue shimmering light engulfed me, and the colors of the forest were washed away before my eyes. I kept running through the bleak surroundings. The trees had turned charcoal black, with leaves of cinder, the ground covered in murky water. I pressed on through the drenched land as the glowing ember gave way to the rising wind and rained on me. I could hear pleading screams in the distance, and I joined in as pain and fear overtook me. Oh, because pleading screams. Okay, so he joined in as pain and fear overtook me. I fell to the ground, gasping for air. This certainly must sound strange, but I had been carried miles away across the Alps to a grassy field outside Genoa. Or Genoa? The Guardian had taken the orb from me, but still until this day I fear its return. Sometimes I lay awake at night listening for the howling cry I heard in the forest. It has been nearly a decade since that day, and I still haven't been able to write about the incident. The last time we spoke, you told me about your interest in ongoing research into the mythic orbs, and I realized I owe you the truth about my visit to Allstadt. Your friend and mentor, Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. I was laughing. You have not really steered me wrong with any games, my dude. If you say it's good, I'll take your word for it. Ooh, a doggy. Take the hammer and... the canine jaw.
So long, Bowser!
Canis lupus familiaris. 1658, April 1658, jeez. After a short study, it is clear that the agitation found among humans can be found in the dog. That's what it sounds like. I think he's saying it's from Mario 64, and I think it's saying, so long, Bowser? But it's Mario throws him, and it sounds like saying, so long, gay Bowser. Fear and pain induce stress, which seems to trigger an endogenous response, causing the animal to burst with energy. I believe that the catalyst is produced in the brain. It is difficult to determine exactly where and what it is, but I can sense it. It reeks of cosmic genesis. There is an inherent problem in harvesting this energy since the creature is bound to die from the exercise. I must refine this process of torture to enable any real work to be done. More experiments must be performed, but it seems that only human beings are able to produce the amount necessary. It might be their ability to appreciate the severity of the process that ultimately augments their experience of terror. Oh. Oh, it's just a dead bird. Oh.
Let's see what you have to offer. What a mess. I should have sharpened the saw.
Yo,
But
F this
I can
dude.
sense it. It's definitely there.
No, not this whole month. The next game I play is going to be scary, but not in a horror sense. It's going to be scary for a whole different reason. January 9th, 1658. Further disappointment. The antiquarian's latest findings yielded nothing. I am still unable to grasp the inner workings of life and its relation to the power I sense within it. I shall pursue more books on the subject, but I suspect it will be in vain. Since no research has been made in my particular interest, I must attempt to fill that void myself. Clearly, humans emanate more of the energy I seek, but I hope animals will suffice, as they would prove less of a hassle to acquire. Well, this guy had like 100 men, women, and children to dissect or whatever he's doing. What's Neptunia? I've never heard of Neptunia. Suffice to say that they did not suffice. Dead end. Find another way around the rubble. The darkness and storage feel strange and unnatural. An important key is hidden in the guest room. Find the key that unlocks the door leading to the machine room. Find a way to start the engine that powers the elevator. Okay. So I think we can check if this drill opens the machine room. Let's go for a jump. Flow rod circle. Flow rodder. If the elevator breaks down again, make sure to use the steam engine to build up pressure before channeling it into the machinery. Adjust the levers to get the right amount of pressure inside the chamber. The meter should read up 8 and down 8. Make sure the flow is set according to the following chart. Trinity steam set functions, 4-phase amplitude, complete steam flow cycle. Note that the machine will not check proper configuration until all rods are inserted. Perfect. I memorized that exactly. I know exactly how we operate that elevator. No worries. Look, we're around the rubble. Around the Barney rubble. There you are. Oh, almost missed that. When will it be my turn? Have I not shown restraint? My patience spans centuries. From where I came, mankind has not even wasted a breath. Yet I bow to you. I have done so much for you, and I have gained nothing in return. Agrippa, I trusted you. It was I who, in all fairness, should have entered that gate. He's upset with Heinrich. That was his name, right? Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa? Alright. Back out on the ledge, boys. What's spooking me down there? You think that jump's too far? Might be. Might not even be worth it to jump, because it would be this room, right? Oh. Is that a cockroach on my face? What the heck? The strange letter frightened him, but it was also the only one which offered some comfort. Let's go see if this monster's still in here. He panted heavily, trying his best to keep himself from screaming. The medicine
Hey
cabinet
there,
was-
need a date?
Hey there. He grabbed all the sedatives he could find. He'd taken all the sedatives. Oil. Flow cycle rod, okay. Still have an important key is hidden in the guest room. Wonder where you would hide a key in here. If I was Daniel and myself behind a painting.
Thank God, there it is. I guess it is a good place to hide it then.
I'm more like Magneto, except if he could control everything, not just metal. Just strange darkness and storage. Start the engine. Still gotta go back down to storage. Kinda looks like it would work. Not use this item, okay. Oh. Alright. Does not work. It kind of looked like it would be inserted right there, right? See, like, just like, boop, and crank it. I guess not. Let's see. Oh, machine room key. There we go. Maybe if I read what items did. He flipped through the Book of Monarchs, looking for etchings, and counted. 9 different kings from all over Europe had been depicted with an orb resting in their hands. 9 different kings, huh? By the 9 divines.
5th of July, 1839. Today, I went to the university looking for answers. I was able to sneak into Herbert's office and pick up an address book along with some relevant textbooks. Professor Taylor at the Faculty of History was very helpful, and I managed to approach the subject of the orbs. The most interesting aspect was the prevalent trace they had left in our culture. The mythic orbs may, in fact, have inspired the globus cruciger, which so many royal regalia holds to this day. In ancient times, the orbs were held by priests as a symbol of the sun and its power. As I was leaving, I overheard a disturbing conversation. Sir William Smith, the geologist, was killed last night. Less than a fortnight had passed since I'd asked for his expertise. I know it's silly, but I can't help feeling responsible somehow.
Poor Will Smith. Alright, pressure. Under pressure. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, that's the... You're right, that's that monster we saw. Not just a mind flare, but definitely Lovecraftian looking. Alrighty, let's see. We had notes on how to set this pressure. Notes. Just the levers, the meter should read up 8 and down 8. So that's 3 and 5 is up 8. Then let's see this. IV is 4. Yeah, and 6. Do I have to do 2 things that add up to 8? I'm not sure. Down. Down. Oh, would be an up for 8 and then down for 8. Maybe both sides need to be 8 respectively. Not sure. Yeah, there's another lantern here. What am I doing? Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I was thinking that for some reason I was adding the 2 numbers on each side. Okay, so I need a total of 8 up, which would be 3 and 5. It's 8, and then down would be this. Yeah, there we go. The flow is even and stable. That's what we want, right? It seems to be part 1. I'm the one you want. Don't need to turn any of these. Choose me or suffer.
1839. I've read every book I can find on the subject. While rich in legend and hearsay, my knowledge is lack for the insight I crave. I've sent letters to many in Herbert's address book and received answers of varying importance. Today, I got one which differed greatly from the others. From a baron in Prussia. He said nothing about the quaint stories of priests in underground temples. He didn't even mention them. He simply wrote, "I know. I can protect you. Come to Brennenburg Castle. Signed, Alexander." What am I to make of this? Protect me from what? Is someone after me? I looked up Brennenburg and traced it to the Prussian woods near the Baltic Sea. While being the least informative letter I've received, it causes me greatest distress and interest. As I write, my thoughts are drawn to my nightmares in which a most disturbing sound calls to me. A sound defying description. A voice from the void. The last few
An ancient enemy
awful,
of the
with
ancient
so
people.
many sleepless nights dreading a repeat of those horrid dreams. Tomorrow, I shall visit my physician, Dr. Tate, in hope that he can provide me with sedatives to help me sleep.
Flow. Flow. I got the flow. Notes. Complete steam flow cycle. Note that there are only 2 spare rods left in the storage for the elevator machinery. Make sure to only discard the ones which are badly damaged and keep the others in the inner study rooms in case all 3 would crack again. Yeah, I think I picked up the spare run. And so there should be 2 left in this around here somewhere.
July 1839. How has this escaped me? They're all dead. Limbs scattered, heads split down the middle, their skin flayed as if boiled. I feel like I'm falling into myself. What's happening? Sir William Smith, Professor Taylor, now Dr. Tate. Is it following me? How can it not be? It's the damn thing I brought from Africa. Something is after me. I have no choice but to trust the Baron. He better know what he claims. If he is wrong, I suspect he'll regret it as well.
Ooh. Maybe the rods are upstairs. No, maybe. You're missing cogwheels that need to be fitted. Oh. Cogwheels everywhere around here. Let's see. Here. Car. Barrel contains more than a half a lantern's worth of oil. Well, perfect. A full lantern. See any rods in here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Let's go find the rest of those cogwheels. One. Down there. Double check this room. There's another cogwheel. Coggers. An item juggler. I got those Left 4 Dead skills, can juggling. The machinery needs more work before it will run. Oh yeah, I've totally forgot about the doing the trash can in Bloodlines. Nothing for the burner to ignite, okay. I can probably just pick up this fat rock of ore. Oh, how'd they go? Was it fun? Alright, he shoots. Oh, close. Oh, too high. Burner's now full of coal. I think one guy was trolling. Well, that's not bad. 1 out of 5 with Ragers. Pretty good. Yeah, fix the whole machine. Trinity Steam set functions. Orphan phase amplitude. Machinery needs more work. Still missing the rods upstairs. Yes, I think I still need the rods. Pull it now, we're gonna pull it now. Can't stop the burning. Alright, we gotta find those rods. All 5, wow. It's pretty good. You were obviously the deciding factor, too. You were last pick each time? What? That's rude. You'll always be my first pick, not gonna lie. Okay, I don't see no fudging rods in here. Are the rods up here? Give me your rods. I swear we had a note that said they were. Oh. There are only 2 spare rods left in the store. Oh, in storage. We're not in storage. I thought it meant storage, like they're stored around here. Storage is where they're at, and we are not there. Storage is where the monster is. So we gotta go back. Darkness and storage. Darkness imprisoning me. All that I see. Absolute horror I cannot feel. I cannot die. After
Don't
myself.
forget your bag, Daniel.
Body my holding cell.
There's no shame in using a parasol in the desert. As it happens, it's imperative to your survival.
But it looks ridiculous.
The shade will hurt much less than dying, I assure you.
Daniel's probably a pasty Brit. He's a hat. Sorry to any pasty Brits in chat. Want to make sure I don't miss any rods. It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Please, let me go. I won't tell anyone, I swear. I just want to go home. No! Get away from me! Leave me alone!
Poor lady. Machine parts. I've been in here.
Taste and fragrance. Damascus rose.
Valve has rusted shut. Would be secondary. Really burning the midnight oil on this. Alexander, I have prepared the explosives you needed for clearing the flood drain. I can't stress enough how important it is that the mixture is handled with care. Please try to tell your feather-brained servants this before you go ahead with your plans. The liquids are not by themselves explosive and should be kept separated to avoid further mishaps. I have arranged 2 large vats in the next room for the ingredients. All you need to do is mix the liquids and you are ready to go. Haha, I got you. That must be it. We must have to do something like this. Drill me, baby, one more time. Picked up a partially filled pot. What about a fully filled pot? My lonely drill is drilling me. I hope I can blow up that monster with this thing. Like I don't know it's explosive. I'm getting murdered and kidnapped against my will. Whiner. No object to use it on. Hint, don't stand too close to the blast when it goes off. Probably a good hint. You think this is too close? Did I light it? Thought the candle there would be enough. Do not set off the explosive before you're safely out of the blast. I must have to go back further. Maybe? Throw a rock at it. Maybe I can throw something at it. It's such a good game. Yeah, I really like it so far. Figured I'd have to throw something flammable at it. Not set off the... Okay. How do I set the explosion off? Oh, shit. I think that worked. Ma'am, I'm here to rescue you. My name is Luke Skywalker. Actually, it's Daniel something or other. Actually, I don't know if they've said his last name yet.
Why are you doing this? Get away from me!
Little pig. We just played that game. I need another barrel full of oil. Bean parts. Ooh, bottles. Gotta break one. There we go.
Oh, God, no, please, I beg you.
God. What was that? Why did it let me touch the fire if it was just gonna hurt me? Yeah. Oh. No one's in here, scary monster. You're making me go insane. If a full set of 3 rods is unavailable, there is 1 rod in the inner study rooms which might work in case the elevator breaks down again. Unless it is absolutely necessary, always use the spare rods in storage before using a mended one. Oh my gosh. We've got no replacement oil. Okay, it's overusing my lantern is coming back to bite me right now. There's a monster around here and we've got almost no lantern oil. You frick face. No one loves you. Oh, no one loves you either. Oh. This feels like the wrong way up. Oh my god. Oh no. Still looking dummy thick though. Oh. Darkness can act as cover, taking my sight.
Though eternity lies before thee.
I should have used my laudanum. Why didn't I drink my laudanum? First death though, not that bad, not that bad. Still got the rods. He's roaring. Sick dodge, sick dodge. Not the right way. Instruments. Run up the stairs faster. I just turned the wrong way, that was the problem. I also don't know if he follows us into this section, but he might. I feel like this red stuff is growing more every time we come out here. Right. Finally got the rods. The fountain was filled with blood. Well, yeah, but at first, wasn't the baby just spitting out water, it looked like? Could have been milk. I don't know. Milk fountain sounds gross, though.
There's nothing left. Everything is gone.
A Trinity steam rod. I assume Trinity for triangle, and then that was... And the 4 was for the square, that's what I thought. Okay. All the rods are in place. We've gotten the 8 and 8 on the levers. Gotten the wheels. Got the coal in there. Seems good. knew one of them was gonna pop on me. Don't pop on me. Still only a few cuts and made it to the elevator. Sir William Smith had been marked. There was no way for him to know that the young man from the other day cast such a terrible shadow. Look at these blaze it. That's dumb. Course. The servants avoided him, yet he knew they were there. They all smelled of spiced wine, a mystic scent permeated by clove and sage. The achievement Descent. Oh no, Descendant. Taking a rough ride on an elevator in Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Cool. Just getting trapped, man. Every time I go somewhere.
Come this way.
What was that?
Forgive me, I should have warned you. One of my responsibilities as a baron is that of a prison warden. This is where criminals are locked up.
Like a dungeon?
Very much so. Come, don't linger.
I think that's true. None of they used to do it in the olden days. I thought you had like a village jail. I didn't realize you would take it to the castle. Got no oil. This lantern is out. I'm gonna be freeballing it here for a sec. I got the hammer. Oh, this is scary. Oh, thank God. Some oil. I got bugs crawling all over my eyeballs, I guess. Am I losing sanity looking at that guy? Please, candle, restore my sanity. Not sure if that's a mechanic, me neither. I think I might, I don't know what happens when you go fully insane, but I feel like in this room it's gonna happen. Like I gotta get out of here. I know there was a guy this way, but oh.
Getting closer somehow.
Pick it up. Pick it up. Okay. It's firmly locked. Hammer it. It's a great idea. But I'm losing sanity. I feel like I'm solid metal and in good shape. This is no use. I thought light restores sanity. Using up all my tinder here.
But Mother, I don't want to leave without you.
Hurry, child. You must go. Find Gabriel, the Outrider, and tell him to alert the King's men.
No, you come too.
Please, we don't have time to make the hole any wider. Someone is coming. Hurry. I'll cover the hole with a bed. Everything will be fine. I promise you.
That's what she said. Hammer everything. Right. Hole is too narrow to slip through. What if we hammered it? Using this tool alone is not enough to widen the gap. Hammer and chisel, perhaps? And hey, Andy Dufresne did it with a rock hammer. Only. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it took him like 20 years, but come on. My screen's going all wonky. My head is pounding. However, the lock is very corroded and weak. Bada bing. Something else. Oh my gosh. When is the hammer not the solution for everything? Just hammer it. There we go. A chipper.
Where is she? Where did she go?
Is it called a chipper in the UK?
Oh, tell. I'll never tell you.
You're just making things worse. Look, this is no place for a young girl all by herself.
That's not Daniel, is it?
Or worse, there's no telling what horrors await down there.
It's the chipper. Is it like Fargo? It's your friend in the chipper back there? I thought that was a different knight. I thought it was the knight that got locked in the wine cellar. Skull and crossbones. More than half a lantern's worth. Okay. I like the guy screaming in the distance as I'm smashing the skull. Alright. Oh, we still have the hammer and chipper. Tools for stone cutting. Strong breeze there. Okay. Yeah, I did. That was the old lock that got us the that got us the
worthless.
that got us the oil. Let's go and check hole. Oh, yeah. The morning sun flickered between the pine trees as the carriage approached the castle. A faint memory of reflections in the window pane repeated itself over and over. Left or right, left or right, left or right. Chat decides. We got one vote for left. We got one vote for right. Oh no. Just to be difficult. Oh, dang. Yeah, I'm gonna close my eyes and whichever button I hit. Okay, hold on. Find. Oh, I hit E, which leans right. So there we go. There's a rug in the way. Receptaculum. Now I am curious. What's left too? Won't budge. Hammer and chisel it. Can't use the item this way. Oh, that's the padlock on the other side. Okay. Culina. Kitchen. About to say, sounds like Cucina. Oh yeah, for sure. There's definitely nothing weird going on in this castle, so it's all gonna be, you know, these hunks of bread that are like bricks.
2nd of August, 1839. I have arrived at the village of Altstadt. It's a haven in the midst of a vast forest and the last stop before my final destination, Castle Brennenburg. It's late in the evening, and the outrider, who has been with the coach since Bremen, advised me to wait until morning before I venture further. I've arranged for a bed at Der Müller, the village's only inn,
Der Müller?
and am now waiting for the sun to rise. I try to sleep, but as I close my eyes, I see the men who fell victim in London. My fear and shame forces me to witness the same scenes over and over. They are dead because of me.
You know, his story, maybe it's just because he's from London, I guess, if I'm remembering correctly. Kind of reminds me of Jonathan Harker in the classic Dracula novel, which was actually pretty scary and very effective still nowadays. With a piggy. Let's go ahead and dunk you right in there. Go. Some sort of acid. What else can we put in there? Oh, wound's bleeding quite badly. Some more laudanum. The bottleneck is too narrow for the flask to be filled without spilling the acid, but a glass container is an ideal vessel. Oh, I don't have my glass container anymore because it exploded. Does this fit? Doesn't quite fit. Oh, there must be a glass container elsewhere. What do you think, 3-pointer? Oh, it almost looked like off the backboard. Very close. If I dunk you in the acid, you jerk. I feel like if he came over here, we should rush him and then dunk his face in the acid. That seems like a pretty good plan. He's gone somewhere. Something that's kind of tricky in this game is that these guys don't seem to follow. These guys don't follow, like, I won't say the laws of nature, but they're not like, they just disappear, you know? They're there and then they're gone. I think it's all has to do with the game because I think we're going crazy. We're going nuts.
No, don't kill her. 3rd of August, 1839. I feel like I have fled the world and all its worries. Brennenburg is a majestic creation perched upon a forest-clad hill with towers reaching well above even the highest pine trees. Following the winding road leading to the gates gives the impression of discovering something forgotten, as if journeying with Marco Polo to the hidden Xanadu. Alexander, the Baron, is a peculiar but gracious man. He seems well versed in worldly matters and is not at all as eccentric as I assumed. My room is exquisite, and I'm confident that no hotel for miles could even hope to match it. As the sun sets on Brennenburg, its fairy tale varnish turns to an eerie gloom. Alexander's strange servants are never far away. They are a quiet lot, and their behavior could only be described as skulking. Alexander seems pleased by my presence. As he puts it, it seems like I got here just in time.
Just in time, huh?
Is he safe? Well, it's for his own good.
Padlock in excellent condition. I think I need some acid to burn that off.
Soon it will be ready. Let there be enough time.
In that glass jar. Asklar. I'm ready to bash this guy over the head if he comes in here.
He escaped. Where is he now?
About to get barreled. He's about to get barrel rolled. He's scared. He's not going to come down here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's check the other side now. Oh, look, you can't even go left. I guess we would have figured that out pretty quick. First try. It was the speedrun strat. Alright. Take the Asklar. Last star holds the acid safely. Okay, well. We're gonna have to juke this guy. He also looks like Valdo from Soul Calibur. I think I'm losing sanity looking at him.
Whatever it takes.
Do whatever it takes. Yeah, see, he went around this corner and disappeared. This is the gate we're looking for. Exceptionally well-made lock. Ain't looking so well-made now. Open. Open, you piece of shit. To the cistern. Moving that orb was like pushing a star into the night sky. It wasn't supposed to happen. The shadow isn't some vengeful spirit. It is the universe catching up with itself. Oops.
So you use the drain sewers as a means of transport?
Yes, they were built to divert water from an underground spring and are quite spacious. It seemed only natural to incorporate
It's
it
because
into
he's a
the road
Nosferatu.
structure.
Called it.
But we won't be using it.
Not today. The flow is seasonal, and when the spring runs dry, the damp tunnels produce a rather poisonous type of fungi. There is an antidote, of course, but we won't be bothering with it today. Come, this way instead. We're almost there.
The lever is stuck. Its gears need to be greased. We gotta grease the lever. Okay. It won't budge. Budge. Grease the lightning. The water is too deep to traverse safely. Well, get to swimming, Daniel. What are you doing? Here, maybe instead of greasing it, we just do full body weight. It moved it. I don't know if that was supposed to happen. Won't budge my ass. Go down. Okay, what if we do one of these? That doesn't work. Wouldn't expect it to move, no. Really takes away from the whole it's stuck line. Alright, this door said it won't budge. Let's see. Oil drainage. To a vessel. Try throwing a rock at the ladder. I didn't think that would work, but why not? Just knock it down. Okay, I guess we grease it up with oil. Oil. Wait, can we fill our lantern at that oil drainage? Ow. No more oil is needed. Fill the lantern. It looks like it for the most part. It's we didn't get to see it on stream, but when I was initially setting up the game for the stream, you know how it makes you adjust your settings and your darkness. It said this game is meant to be an immersive experience, not a fighting game, and to play with headphones in a dark room. That's what it said. Which we're doing most of that, just except for the dark room part. Because then you guys couldn't see my beautiful face, and where's the fun in that? The purpose of the inner sanctum had always been to study the orbs and find a way to force them to yield their power. However, he was still unaware of this. He played this stoned and it was a bit fun. I imagine it would be.
You're conserving water from the spring.
Yes, it enables me to control the water in the drain sewers to some extent. Also, it can be used for all sorts of purposes.
Like for drinking.
Well, that too. But mostly to run different machines.
Ah, like water mills.
Exactly.
More like water torture devices. This crazy guy. Oh, fudge you. You're back.
7th August, 1839. There is no denying that Alexander puts a lot of faith into what I can only describe as magic. I'm not surprised. Even while traveling across Europe, I assumed I would have to embrace the supernatural to save my mind and life. As a novice, I do everything in my power to stay focused and not dwell too much on my own doubts. Alexander woke me up early and told me it was time we got started on our work. He was obviously excited to get going, and we headed downstairs to the old dungeon, where he preferred to attempt his rituals. It turns out that Alexander is a true Renaissance man, paralleled only by Da Vinci, I'm sure. He showed me several rooms fitted for specific research, such as anatomy studies, alchemy, and botany. The crown of Brennenburg must be the inner sanctum, a most hallowed ground where we shall attempt to permanently banish the orb's shadow.
I'm not sure I would trust a man with his own room to study anatomy in his basement. Old Daniel here seemed pretty enthused by that prospect. It turned me right off. Water is beginning to slowly fill the chamber. Uh-oh. Why am I hurting? All is good. Renaissance. Attached to a rusty chain in the ceiling. Gonna break my rusty chain. Do 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 do. And run. Do 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 do.
8th August, 1839. I could never be certain until today that I was on the right path. Using my orb, Alexander managed to channel its power unto us. The inner sanctum flared with blue, fiery light, and I could feel the same things I felt in the dark chamber in Algeria. It was like standing in a mad whirlpool of impressions. It was terrifying, but Alexander kept calm and wielded strange tools of science in order to tame the storm. Suddenly, the blue light was stained by strains of red, and the walls burst with pulsating tissue resonating with the scene. Alexander quickly covered the orb in some cloth, and the unspeakable thing vanished. Apparently, the orb's shadow is closer than Alexander thought. He said I should prepare for a warding ritual tomorrow. I'm not sure what he expects, but I have a bad feeling about this.
A warding ritual, huh? Do I make a run for it? I think so. Okay, that hurts. Ow. I'm out of health potions.
Ninth of August, 1839. It is still early, and Alexander is busy preparing for the ritual later today. Seeing him this worked up makes me question why. What does he stand to gain? I realize he is curious about it all, but surely there must be more. Is he so foolish he will attempt to tame the power of the orb? I must admit that yesterday, when Alexander flooded the inner sanctum with blue light, I realized we had but graced the orb's true potential. This might turn out to be more than escaping a creeping shadow. It might be the beginning of something truly extraordinary.
Extraordinary. I got the achievement called a pipe worker. I'm a pipe worker now. Heck yeah, you dude. I worked those pipes. He waited for his eyes to adjust to the darkness, but no shape or contour appeared. Oh shit, oh shit. I botched that jump. That's me. Control. The red taint burst from the walls as if they had begun to bleed. He cried out in fear as the spectacle began to consume the blue shimmer.
Herbert, how did we find this place?
An old friend
Hey there, need a date?
gave me a map.
Why isn't he with us? Didn't he want to come?
He wanted to, Daniel, but things don't always turn out.
Oh, yeah, no worries, Joffrey. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you later, my dude. You have a good one. Wooden crank. I feel like that did something. It's stuck in its position.
Daniel, is that you? What are you doing?
Oh, it looks like Daniel. but I miss him so much. Whoa. Almost out of oil again. A spot for that in here somewhere? It seems like it's important. Yeah, maybe another room. I'm just trying to make sure it's not this room first. There's another one. Interesting. Entrance to the cistern.
Interesting.
These ones are stuck. Let me know what it's for. Can I break these boxes? Let's go try it in this room. Nope. An oil potion, yeah. Okay. Now they're together as one. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing in this section. Let's see what part of the cistern it takes us out to. Alexander knew there must be a way to finish the ritual before it was too late. He had to teach his friend to harvest the vitae. That much was certain. Oh, that's just the entrance? The beautiful wild orchid seemed a testament to nature's strength, being able to grow inside Brennenburg. Alas, it was Alexander's studies and care which enabled the flower to blossom. Blossom possum. So we came in here, we got the each side thing. Never checked either of these sides. If there's one of these pipes in every room, I feel like they're important. 13th January, 1799. The work I have put into this machine is unequaled by the reasoning of any man. The thought that generations of men have passed away since I first attempted to reconstruct the design is most tiring. The limitations of this world have made my work incredibly difficult. It has forced me to build the thing almost 100 times larger than the delicate contraption it tries to emulate. Not to mention the flow of tamed lightning crudely replaced by pressured steam pushing its way through the pipes and turbines. It shames me to think of what the inventor would have thought of my monster. Where he works with a magnifying glass to carefully fix all the parts, I push 5 men to erect a tower of wrought iron in the hopes it will have even the tiniest hint of the power found in a traveler's locket. Traveler's locket. This is supposed to be a clock? Maybe not a clock, but I have no idea. Oh, hey there. That's exactly something I'm looking for. Is there one in here? I didn't throw it somewhere ridiculous, did I? Maybe there's not one in here. No, I put them both in this room. Oh shit. Need one more. There's one more laying about somewhere. Back out here. I feel like I must have thrown it somewhere dumb. Nobody remembers me throwing it somewhere, right? Need one more pipe. This was the only room without a pipe. See, there's not one laying in the main area here. Not an extra one in one of these rooms that I see. I did have two in this room, but I picked them both up. Where could it be? What am I missing? Missing something. But what is it? That's what we're missing. I thought that pipe looked a little bit longer than the other ones. Okay, it's broken beyond repair, huh? Soft lock, I lose. That's right. Bashing the door open doesn't work. expect jumping up there to work. I don't think it gets me anywhere, but... Alright. New down here. This bench seems new. Stuck in this position. Maybe I never noticed that bench before. Stuck in position. Okay. Oh, there we go. Alright, we're out. The blue light blinded him as it done inside that murky tomb in Algeria. It was just as enchanting, and he tried to approach it, but the Baron's firm hand held him back. Fell. What? How did I get hurt? All venomous stench going further without a vaccine would be fatal. Okay. It's poison down there. I need a vaccine. This door still won't budge? Well, budge. This bridge. No, yeah, I did. This is the bridge that we've been through before. This is that one... that section... Yeah, this is to the cistern. We haven't been over there yet. Oh, because there's another lever that we haven't pulled. That's why. And we'll need a push to dislodge. Push to dislodge. Come on, dude. You can drop. I'll throw a rock at it. Throwing rocks has solved a lot of problems for me. Yet another one solved. Oh, it looks scary in here. But actually, you know what? I just realized what time it is, and I need to take off. So we'll Oh, I'm so sorry, Terry. The morgue will have to wait till next time. Alright, the morgue. We save and exit and we head out there. To the main menu, save your progress. It's one mill room. No, I'm sorry. I have to leave right now. Custom story. What does that mean? Alright, in any case, thank you guys very, very much for hanging out and watching. I really appreciate it. I will be back next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Approximately, I guess it would be Thursday morning. So the 8th. Morning of the 8th. For me, it would be like midnight. Only 9.7k more. Okay, well, you're working them up fast. All right, thank you everybody for watching. If you're interested in, if you haven't followed yet, please consider following. And if you're interested in more content from me, check right below the stream for my previously saved VODs of other games I've played, as well as consider joining the Discord server. You guys have a great night, and I will catch you back next week. Have a good one.
So long, Bowser!
Goodbye, everybody.
Good luck.